West Indies women have been set 185 runs to win the second one-day international against Bangladesh at Warner Park in Bastyr, St. Kitts. Once again, West Indies captain Hayley Matthews won the toss and asked Bangladeshi to bat first. Some very steady bowling, especially by Karishma Ramharack, who took 4 for 33, and Alleyne, who picked up 3 wickets, restrict Bangladesh to 184 all-out or 48.5 overs. West Indies, therefore, will need to get 185 to take a winning 2-0 lead in the series. And when they do, it means, therefore, that New Zealand will qualify automatically for the 2025 ODI World Cup. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. I thank you for being here, and I look forward to your interactions, as that is what makes this program very interesting. Slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. Earlier this morning, the West Indies under-19 team went down to Sri Lanka comfortable. After Sri Lanka made 164, the West Indies under-19 girls were bowled out for 85. We hope, therefore, that the senior women will bring some joy to our art. Matthews is at the crease. She's taking guard, and we are almost ready to go as we look to get this 185. Matthews, who yesterday became the 5th ranked one-day international batswoman in the world, moving up from number 9. I think I had a poll going on, and so now you know the numbers for that poll, as Matthews is now number 5. So average 32.64. She probably just gone ahead of Stephanie Taylor now. Bowls to Matthews, who turned this into the onside for a single. So Marufa, as expected, have started the bowling for Bangladesh, and Matthews is opening with Quiana Joseph. And remember, we can recall in that first one-day international, both put on that Mammoth partnership, and Quiana Joseph average is still in the teens, just about 15. We are aware of that, but over the last 6 months or so, she has been improving, because I think before there was one time before the World Cup when it was 9. Maroof over the wicket, bowls to Quiana Joseph, who played it back down the pitch to the bowler, and there is no run. So 1 without loss, West Indies in over number 1, being bowled by Maroof. So that's the situation there, as the West Indies, as soon as I start talking, I'm sure New Zealand will be very, very interesting right now. Marufa bowls to Joseph, turn it into the onside, no run. The score remains at 1 without loss. Yes, you could say the entire New Zealand fan base is hoping that there's no collapse from the West Indies batswomen today, and that we will get this 185 runs. Because as I said in my intro, West Indies winning today, and New Zealand will go through to the automatic qualifier for the World Cup. West Indies cannot go through automatically. They will have to play in the qualifiers, and Zimbabwe will over the wicket bowls to Quiana Joseph, who steered this away into the offside. It goes very close to the boundary, and they will stay on 1, because usually Quiana Joseph doesn't runs 2. I'm a little uncomfortable. Okay, I hope this is better now. So Matthews is on 1. Joseph is on 1. West Indies 2 without loss after four deliveries. I welcome you all to this wonderful evening, and I hope we have some exciting cricket here. As Marufa over the wicket bowls to Matthews, who drive and beaten outside the arch stump, and it goes through to the keeper. This Marufa is a good little bowler, you know, bringing Matthews on the front foot, and she drives, beaten, and it goes through to the wicket keeper. We saw on Sunday she bowled 6 or 7 overs on the trot in a desperate effort to try and get the wicket of Matthews. So I can tell you that there's a slipped and a short third man. There's a backward pointer cover, extra cover, a long off. There's a mid-on and a mid-wicket. Marufa bowls to Matthews, who covers up, played it back down the pitch to the bowler who field, and there is no run. 2 without loss after over number 1. So Carlton Booth, happy to have you here. Good evening, man. Good evening. Good to know that you have joined us all the way from England. Malachi Simmet, good evening to you too. Patrick Lambert, enough respect to you. Will our ladies give us a series win in this second match? Hope so, to make all of us proud in the Caribbean. Yes. Are you at the match, Teresa? Happy to have you, Teresa. It's a good while I haven't seen you. You weren't here on Sunday, and I was saying, what happened to Teresa? So good to have you, Teresa. Really happy to have you. Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to you. Yes, man. All right. Yes, Mr. Lambert, they will give us a second win. Hope so. So Farrell Dawes, blessing. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Is West Indies girls going to make it to the World Cup? They will have to play the qualifiers. As I said, they can no longer qualify for the World Cup. And I think that win or lose, we need to get rid of Shane Diaz. We really need to get rid of him. So the left arm medium pacer, she's a change to the attack. Trishna, left arm medium pacer, over the wicket, bowls to Quiana Joseph, and she covers up and played it back to the bowler, and there is no run. I think Quiana Joseph eyes is going to lit up to the space, because that ball really just barely come off the pitch. And I expect Quiana Joseph now to play a big shot. Evan Johnson, good evening to our spiritual leader. We always need the blessings, and happy to have you here, Evan Johnson. And I'm so happy that you continue to bless us. So thank you for blessing us with your presence, Evan Johnson. Trishan over the wicket, bowls to Quiana Joseph. She hit it high in the air. The fielder running back cannot get there, picks up. Will they 2nd and 1? I think so. I think Matthews want the strike. I think Matthews want a piece of Trishna. She's very slow. I'm looking to see if I see how slow she's bowling. Why is she running from so far and bowling that slow? Might as well she bowl left arm spin. That one was hit high in the air. So watch now, Trishna. Matthews really want a piece of her. I expect some fireworks from Matthews. She's so slow. The left arm seamer. She's running from far. Let's say the left arm bowler who has a long run up. Maybe that's the best way to put it. Matthews seconds as she moves in now. Over the wicket to Matthews, and Matthews turned this away through mid-wicket, down to the field and the mid-wicket boundary for 1. The score moves up to 5 without loss after 1.4 overs. Both batswomen are on 2. Matthews is on 2. Joseph is on 2. The score 4 without loss. Where can I watch it live? I'm watching it on Live Cricket TV, platform 876 on Live Cricket TV. That's where I'm watching it on. Let's watch Trishna. Over the wicket, bowls to Quiana Joseph, and as that ball leaves her very slowly, she played it out into the offside, and there is no run. She's absolutely slow. It seems like there's no speed gun here, because I'm looking to see what speed she's bowling at. But I hardly think she's bowling more than probably 70 kilometers per hour, if that fast. But she's absolutely slow. Let's watch Trishna. Over the wicket, bowls to Quiana Joseph, who hit this over the top, down towards the boundary for 4. The fielders are giving chase, but they won't get there as the ball goes into the boundary now for 4. So Quiana Joseph just freeing her arm there and hit that over the top. 8 without loss after 1.5 overs. Trishna won't be able to bowl to the West Indies batswoman. I'm telling you, she's just too slow. She's just too slow. And as you see, there's a field in the background there. And wonderful shot. What's the gentleman name, Mr.? So that image was sent to me. The image in the background was sent to me. I'm trying to remember the gentleman name. It was sent to me earlier. So that was West Indies in the field. Over the wicket comes Trishna, bowls again to Quiana Joseph. It's so slow that she had just to pat it back to the field at mid-off because she was beaten by the lack of pace there. It just come off the pitch so slow. And sometimes these bowlers, you have to be very careful about them because there are times when, because they are so slow, you're not able to time the ball. So if I'm not mistaken, I thought I read somewhere last weekend Matthews was at number 7. Well, I said number 9, so I don't know why you should put that. She was at number 9, and now she's number 5. So I am very disappointed with you, Patrick Lambert. Very, very disappointed that I told you that Matthews moved from 9 to 5, and you are going to tell me that you read somewhere weekend that she was at number 7. Why do you do that? When I tell you things like these, you must appreciate it. Yes, Patrick Lambert. This is the most credible source for cricket in the Caribbean. Very much the most credible source. Marufa bowls to Matthews, beaten outside the half stump. Dangerous shot there as she looked to dab it down to third man, and it passed the outside edge through to the keeper, and there is no run. So Marufa goes back to the top of her mark. I thought I saw probably 2 or 3 large cruise liner in port. Yeah, there is one. There's one in the background. A matter of fact, there's 2. I'm seeing 2 now. One really large one. Marufa over the wicket bowls to Matthews, who played it to mid-off, and there is no run. And I'm saying to, although maybe it's time now for them to depart, it's about 6 o'clock now in St. Kitts and Nevis, so they're probably looking to depart now. And I look back at this match and I'm saying, what about the logistics to get those cruise ship passengers into the ground? Why not start the match 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning? Marufa over the wicket bowls to Matthews, who played it to extra cover, and there is no run. Why don't start the match 9:30 in the morning? And because the government, the tourist ministry in St. Kitts would have known that the cruise ships were coming in today. They would have known that these matches were playing. Why don't say to Cricket West Indies? Because I know there's no way it could be hard to adjust the time. There's no way it could be hard to adjust the time. And just play the match 9:30, promote the thing, and see if you get some cruise passenger coming to the match, even for the first innings. I know these ships are coming from North America, and these people not necessarily know the game of cricket, and you wouldn't necessarily know if they are interested. But without the effort, you will never know, because in the end, if even one busload come to the match, that's one busload of persons that come to the match who would not have been there otherwise. So the transport man would have make some money. The people that at the ground would have make a little more money. They would have, West Indies would have make a little more money again from gate receipt. Even one busload. Beaten outside the half stump, loud appeal. Quiana Joseph goes, caught behind. West Indies lost their first wicket at 11. 11 for 1 as Quiana Joseph looked to play a forcing shot off the back foot. And Marufa, the leading Bangladeshi fast bowler, she struck. And there's no glory for Quiana Joseph today. That's the nature of cricket. She has gone for 6. Pitched up. She looks to cut. There was no room for her to cut. That was far too close to her for her to be looking to play the cut shot. And Marufa got, I think, her first wicket of the series. She bowled well on Sunday without any luck. But today, she have gotten the wicket of Quiana Joseph, the very, very, very dangerous Quiana Joseph. But I hope you understand the point that I'm making. It couldn't work today. But this series was announced probably a month ago. Cricket West Indies, and I think they have a marketing team or so on. You know, these things I really wonder, you know. It is no secret. Like tomorrow, I am here. I know that tomorrow there'll be 2 or 3 big ships at the Falmouth Pier. You know, some big ships. You know, so I know that the people in Cricket West Indies knows, the tourism minister in St. Kitts knows. Why no marketing was done? How hard would it have been to adjust the game to start from 10 o'clock? After all, is West Indies set the schedule? I don't know. Does ESPN has anything to do with it or any broadcaster? I don't know. Well, I'm watching it. Don't know. But how hard could it have been to just adjust the schedule? I don't know. Get a busload or 2 of people into the ground. You know. Happy New Year to you, Jay. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Tell him for me, Teresa. Tell him for me. Tell him. You know, Jay, the thing about is that when we are watching the women match, we give the women the credit. Because when we are watching the men match, we don't really talk about the women. So I don't think we should really be talking about the women. The men, when we are watching a women match, we really need to give our girls. So, you know, so there will be, because most of the times, most of our shows is always about the men team. We follow the men team far more than we follow the women team, and we have a lot of discussion around the men team. So we'll have a lot of time to talk about your thoughts, your opinions on the men team. Over the wicket come Trishna bowls to Matthews, who played this into the covers for a single. 1 more to the total. Matthews now move up to 10. The score is 16 for 1 after 3.3 overs. Campbell will face her first delivery. There was a ball earlier in the over when I was making the point about the cruise ship where Matthews turned the fine leg for 4. And that's how she reaches 10. So it's 16 for 1. So there's a short third man backward point, sweep on the cover boundary, extra cover, mid-off. Trishna over the wicket, bowls to Campbell. That one comes back in. It pitched and it comes back in. And she played it to mid-off and there is no run. Maybe because she's bowling so slow, she's getting the ball to come back into the batswoman. You know, and there is the ball. As we talk about the ship, those of you who are watching the match, look at that. And they are probably on the ship watching some of the cricket, aren't they? Because it appears to be so close by. So they are probably watching the cricket, pitched up, driven back to the bowler by Campbell. No run. The score is 16 for 1. So they are probably on the ship just watching some of the cricket. But it would have been better to get them in the ground. Wouldn't they be? Jay, understand. Yeah, just getting back, man. Miss couple of your shows. That's how it goes. We understand that. Good that you're back, though. Happy New Year. I hope that you will make a lot of money this year. And I wish everyone the same. Teresa, I hope that you will get a promotion this year in your job and that you will get more money. You and Shirley and all the wonderful ladies and Yvonne, our spiritual leader. I really hope that she will enjoy a closer relationship with God as she continues to bless this wonderful community. Please remember to slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. And please remember our Kiddies Cricket program. So you can click on the link. There's an affiliate link there. You can click on it and you purchase the Kiddies Cricket set as we try to get our children playing cricket again. So is this Maruf? It looks to be her. Yeah, she's a very good little bowler, you know. I like her. Over the wicket, bowls to Matthews onto the front foot and she strokes it down to mid-off and there is no run. So just came on the front foot there with all the class and the grace of Matthews, just easing it down to mid-off and there is no run. So that's the score at the moment. I think it's 16 for 1. There seems to be something wrong with the scoreboard, so I'm not seeing the score. Maroof bowls to Matthews, who played that one off the back foot into the covers. Good effort by the fielder in the cover, who dived to her right, stopped it, but the batswomen still go through for a single. So one more to the total. I think it's now 17. It should be 17. Almost sure it is 17. Something appears to wrong with the score. It's not coming up, so it's 17. I'm thinking that it is 17. Yes, it's 17 for 1 after 4.2 overs. Canberra here just rain coming. They are coming off the field. Oh, rain is coming. This is never good for a watch along, and it looks very, very dark, because when rain comes during a watch along and you have to stop and you don't know when the rain is going to start, and you probably have to end the watch along and start a new one. You know, I will really. So 17 for 1 after 14.2 overs, and the showers are with us. The showers are with us. You know, yeah, give thanks, man, and same to you. Yes, Jay, we appreciate it. You know, this morning in the women match, well, it was not this morning, it was last night. It actually started 9:30 in the night Jamaica time, which would have been 10:30 in the Eastern Caribbean. The World Cup match, the under-19 World Cup match between West Indies and Sri Lanka. And it put West Indies now in a position where we have to beat Malaysia in our final match to qualify for the Super 12 stage. Yes, so we'll have to beat Malaysia in our final match to qualify for the Super 12 stage, as we lost the match this morning against Sri Lanka by 81 runs. As I said, Sri Lanka batted first and made 166 for 5, and West Indies in reply made 85 all out. So, yeah, we almost batted out the 20 overs. I think we made about 19 overs on some deliveries, but we almost batted out, but we lost by 81 runs in that match. The sky looked rather dark. Jamur, are you at the, you know, I wish I could get some report from Antigua. I can, you know, there's someone that I can contact in St. Kitts and Nevis who can tell me when the match will start, or the condition looks. So I'm trying to get this gentleman to tell me what the condition is like in St. Kitts, to see what's the status of the because it looks very overcast. It looks very overcast. So I'm just trying to contact my source, because I have a source at the ground. Curtis Joshua is the person at the ground who sent me that wonderful background image. Mr. Joshua, how are you doing, sir? Yes, Curtis, how are you? Yes, man. Is it very overcast at this time? Yeah, but rain is falling at the ground because the game had stopped. So, but you have left the match. But it is very overcast where you are. Is it dark cloud, or is it looks like in another 10 minutes it will stop? Okay. So thank you very much, Curtis. Yeah, man. Respect, sir. Good. So that's the situation you hear there, as it is in St. Kitts and Nevis. It's rather dark. Now, I spoke about if they had done what I had said about the cruise, the match would have been probably finished by now, wouldn't it be? Because they would have started early. Now, the West Indies under-19 girls, as I said, they lost the match last night by 81 runs. I will never go hard at these girls. Never. I cannot go hard at them. That, however, doesn't prevent me from pointing out certain things. And I often said that it's not only West Indies alone should be criticized for the poor performance of the teams. The players has some responsibility too. Speaking of the girls, the under 19 girls, and I asked this question from Sunday. I think I asked this question from Sunday. Can any one of you listening to me right now, can you tell me if there's a women program in your country where women play competitive cricket? Can you tell me? Or if a girl wants to play cricket, she actually has to end up playing with the boys. So it's hard to go in on our girls at the Under-19 World Cup. It's absolutely hard to go in on them. Absolutely hard. When I look at those girls feeling this morning, and as I said that, I'm not going in hard on them. I'm just look at my observation. It's just my observation. It was comical. Comical. I don't know if another word I can use to describe them, because I don't want to use too harsh of a word. But it was funny. You have to laugh at them. You have to laugh in the field. And when the ball is going to our girls, you wonder if it's going to pass them or not. I think we dropped about minimum 5 catches. Minimum. Dropped probably about minimum 5 catches. It could be more. So the fielding was terrible from the girls. Terrible. And as I said, you can't really blame them because no cricket is really being played. What I know, though, is that this under-19 team has been in camp on and off for the past 6 months. Yes, they have spent a lot of time at Coolidge for the past 6 months. And so the question I have to ask is, what are the coaches doing to improve these teams? I always maintain that if you can't bat and if you can't bowl, because Caribbean people are so blessed with fundamental movement skills. Yes, fundamental movement skills. And you'd have been hearing that word from me a lot since recently. There's no issue why these girls should not be fielding well. There's no issue. If you look at the Sri Lanka girls in the field and when you look at the West Indies girls, you see the difference. There are some good little players there in the West Indies team. The left-arm fast bowler, Ross, I like her. Cumberbatch bowler, good look off spin. Claxton showing her seniority in the team as someone who have played for the senior West Indies team. She bowled well. You know, so there are some. Ramharack, the captain, she batted fairly well. I think she top scorer for the West Indies. And speaking about Ramharack, and I'm not here blaming Ramharack because she's not the one who made the decision. But there are 3 players in that World Cup squad. 3 players. All 3 played last night. And I'm asking myself why Ramharack was made captain ahead of the 3 senior players. What is it what is it that they have seen why she has been made captain? I don't know, because, for example, she's a all-rounder. We saw in the women's CPL where she bowled out her 4 overs in most of the matches that she played. She bowled out her 4 overs. So want to take it for granted that if you are bowling your 4 overs in women's CPL, why is it you're not bowling your 4 overs in an under-19 World Cup match? You know, there was another incident on the field where Wa4ch was bowling and there were too many fielders outside of the circle. And I'm not here, the captain should be blamed, yes, but I'm not only blaming the captain. I'm blaming the coaching staff too. Because what I saw last night in that match, because it's an under-19 team, I'm a proactive coach, and you saw someone like Dwayne Bravo, you saw Darren Sammy. Some persons don't like those type of coach who is marching around the boundary when the thing get tight. I am like that. If I'm a coach, I'm marching around the boundary. But even if you don't march around the boundary for the senior team, if you are lazy like Shane Diaz and just sit on the window, and even that offended me, Shane Diaz sitting on the window of the players' pavilion when everybody else is sitting in a seat. He chooses to sit on the window at Warner Park. Why does he needs to do that? He just don't seem to do anything that finds favor in my sight. Because why does he needs to sit on the window at Warner Park when there were so many? The place is empty. And he think that he should sit on the window. What's wrong with this gentleman named Shane Diaz? However, back to the point that I was making, even if you are somebody who don't want to be like a Darren Sammy or a Dwayne Bravo, and you see more and more coaches doing it these days, they're getting up and coming down to the ground. They're coming down at the field level. Because after all, the coach is ultimately responsible for the performance of the team. So I don't have an issue with it. I don't have an issue with the coach coming down to the field level and issuing instructions. I do not have it because his job depends on it. Players play poorly and coach get fired. Players don't fire. So I do not have an issue with it. And last night, when I saw that no ball called, because there was one extra fielder outside the circle that should not have been in the circle. And while I agree that the captain should be aware of that, the coaching staff, the support staff, who would have been on the boundary edge, would have at least have a wider view of what is happening than the captain, and should have stopped Wa4ch from bowling. I would have said, Wa4ch, stop! And I know she would have stopped. She would have been frightened. And whenever the camera span to the Sri Lankan bench, because, sometimes the camera span to the bench, those coaches were always animated. Always. And I know that different persons have different personalities, so you can't expect everyone to have the same personality. But no matter what your personality are, as a coach in an under-19 match with some girls who doesn't have much experience, because I keep on asking the question, tell me, I don't know. I don't want to say it is not happening. But for me, I have not seen it. We're not playing much cricket. I think we need our coach to be more proactive and to be more animated. So those are some of the things that I took away from the match. I would definitely love to see our coaches more animated. I I wonder why the captain, the young lady, was given the captaincy over the 3 experienced players. Our fielding was poor. Although it's a West Indies team, there's a lot of times that things happen that I had was to laugh. And one other thing that I did not mention, Sri Lanka made 166. As I said, Sri Lanka made 166. And I think there were 34 extras. I remember when it was 34 extras. I don't know if it went above 34, but I did remember it was it 34 or 24? It was somewhere there, but I know that we conceded a lot of extras. 31. It was 31 extras that we conceded out of a total of 166. We conceded 31 extras. And I'm almost sure that there are a minimum of 5 drop catches. So we now have to beat Malaysia in the final match in our group stage to go through to the Super 12. The Super 12 is divided up into 2 groups of 6. So they will play another. So if they and India are in the same group, they won't play India. So they will play another 4 matches. So they will play another 4 matches if they beat Malaysia and go through to the Super 12. If they don't beat Malaysia, though, next year, the next World Cup in 2027, West Indies will have to be playing in the qualifiers. You know the teams that we are going to be playing in the qualifiers? Panama, Cayman, Belize, Brazil. Those are the teams. If West Indies don't beat Malaysia, I think it's tomorrow night or it's tonight. It's probably tonight or tomorrow night. But if we don't beat Malaysia, I'm trying to make a check to see if I can find the fixtures. Let me make a check here to see if I can find the fixtures. Is either tomorrow night, tonight, or tomorrow night? West Indies. If we don't beat Malaysia today, the US, and you know, it's something. When are we playing Malaysia? I'm trying. Oh, so it's tomorrow night. We are playing Malaysia tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we are playing Malaysia. So if we don't beat Malaysia tomorrow night, we will have to be playing the qualifiers for the 2027 World Cup. Hopefully we beat Malaysia and go through to the Super 12, so we don't have to be playing the qualifiers next World Cup. The surprising result at this World Cup, though, is Nigeria. Nigeria have beaten New Zealand. And yes, Nigeria have beaten New Zealand. And they have a nice little fast bowler, Nigeria. Probably West Indies should try and get her. But I know she's not going to want to leave because she's saying that if we can beat New Zealand, then they, then we can beat anybody. Bernard, so yes, I'm very happy for the women team. Very, very happy for Nigeria beating New Zealand at the Under-19 World Cup. Yes, so West Indies women cricket team is stronger than the Bangladeshi women. Yes, yes, we are fully aware of that. Giovanni, as I was saying to Jay, and as I said at the top of the show, and I did said it from Sunday, that during these women matches, I will not be commenting on the men game because we would have given the men a lot of time, and we spend more time commentating on the men game. And when we are watching the men game, we really don't talk about the women. So I would have taken the decision. But either tomorrow or Thursday, I'll be picking the playing 11 for the second test match, and I hope you'll join us then and express yourself. Feral Dawes, rain, it's falling, as Azra said. Yes, it's raining. It's raining. Stephen Roach is saying, I don't understand, Mr. Brown. If there's no competitive women cricket in the region and they have to play with the boys and men, shouldn't this then mean that they should be better than this. That's not a bad point, you know. It seems like the covers, because I was just about to say that I'm going to take a break, but it seems the umpires, the covers are off. Are these live pictures that we are seeing here? Or yes, it seems to be live pictures. There are no covers on the field, so they are probably going to come back out shortly. But there are no live pictures there, so West Indies are 17 for 1. But Stephen Roach, that's a very, very interesting point, because if they are playing against men, if they are playing against boys, because I don't think they're allowed to play against men. I remember this girl Schultz. What's her name? Schultz surname? Soon tell you her first name, but I think her surname was Schultz. And she went to Trinidad to play cricket with the men. I can also tell you that Stephen Roach, that there's a team that played in our regional Super 50 and T20 Blast. That's the women tournament in the West Indies. And there's a young lady who said that she has no interest in cricket. But if they call me 2 weeks before a tournament start and say, come represent your country, I'm going to go. You know, and she represented a team in our one-day tournament, women one-day tournament, Super 50 last year, and the T20 Blast. She represent one of the. So here's a young lady who's playing first-class cricket, who has no interest in it, not playing any cricket at all. But the coach called her and said, well, we're looking some players to go play in the West Indies tournament. And she said, well, why not go if they call you, you know? So we really need some development at the women level. At the last West Indies press conference, Mile Bascom did state that they want to start an under 15 girls program. You know, so once that's good for Cricket West Indies to say so, but where is it? And I saw a girl yesterday, and because I went to a school yesterday to introduce cricket to some students, and I saw a girl, and when she picked up the bat, it was so natural, you know. She just pick up the bat, and this girl is probably about 8 or 9, and she just pick up the bat so natural. And I said, look at that. And, you know, the PE teacher, the lady name, what's her name? Well, I shouldn't call her name. The PE teacher looked at me and said, Mr. Brown, what's wrong? Because she thought then that something wrong, because she saw the shock look on my face. And I said, no, her grip is natural. Look at her. You know, so there are talents out there, but we need to do more to find the talent. Leighton Brown saying that the great Mr. Brown of the best cricket channel on YouTube. Good afternoon. Thank you, Leighton James. Those kind compliments always inspired me, and I respectfully and humbly appreciate your nice words, and I appreciate your kind comments. It means a lot to me, and it keeps me going. Thank you very much. You deserve a YouTube raise, okay? and an appointment to West Indies cricket coaching staff. Well, yes, you know, it's even at the junior level. I wouldn't probably want to coach the senior team, but I would like to make an impact at the junior level, because I think that I could not only improve the quality of the cricket, but also instill some good traits. You know, try to facilitate the learning of some good trait, because that's the best way to do it. Yeah, you have to, in coaching, you have to be a facilitator more than a teacher. You know, you need to be a facilitator more than a teacher, but you have to ensure that the facilitation take place as you have to ensure that the players are responding to the guidance you are providing. You create the environment, and when you create that environment, you expect certain goals and certain achievement to be met. And after creating the environment, if those goals are not and objectives are not being met, you have to look to other persons. You know, so I would definitely welcome something like that, later, James, especially at the age group level. The younger they are, the better, because I really want to create players who are going to move through the stages. Delroy Morrison, I'm great, man. Thank you. Stephen Earls, how are you? Have the men come down to the women level? I don't think so. I don't. The women can't beat the men, Stephen Roach, man. They can't. The women can't beat the men. Delroy Morrison, how are you, man? I'm happy. I'm good. I'm good to be here. Good to be here. Just let me beg your third. Thank you. Yeah, you should be hearing me now. Thank you. What I had deliberately mute the audio so that I could see if I could hear what they're saying on the TV, and then I forget to unmute it. Yes, so I was making a point, Shirley. They made 184 and West Indies are 17 for 1. So Marufa is going to come in now. She's going to bowl to Camber. There's a slip to the short third man backward point into Camber, tucked it into forward short leg. The bowler fielding her follow through, and there is no run. So it's a slip. You want to call that a short third man? It's probably about a deep gully right back on the edge of the circle. Or you could even say a fine backward point or a deep gully. Then you have the orthodox backward point. Then there's a cover, an extra cover, a mid-off. Then there's a mid-on and a mid-wicket. So those are the 7 fielders in the circle. There's a very strong breeze blowing. It's night, so you cannot see the sky. Maroof bowls to Camber, turn this away through backward of square leg, down to the fielder coming off the boundary. 1 more to the total, 18 for 1. Yes, sir, Shirley. Yeah, I was making the point that I think that, well, not think, it is my opinion that Ramharack is a better bowler than Hayley Matthews. And I've been saying that persons who would have listened to me long enough know that I rate Ramharack as the best off spinner in world cricket. Yes, not only at the West Indies, in world cricket. Maroof bowls to Matthews, brilliant, off the back foot, steered it between that gully and backward point down to the boundary for 4. So she was short outside the off stump. It never get up as much as Matthews would have wanted, but she bent the right knee and make sure she played it away, pass between the gully, the deep gully, and the backward point for 4. Good shot there by Matthews. West Indies moves up to 22 for 1 in over number 5. So there's 5 on the offside, 2 on the onside. So there's a from short third man right to mid-off. Maroof ball to Matthews, pulled away down to the field and the backward square leg boundary for a singer. 1 more to the total. West Indies 23 for 1. 23 for 1. Yeah. Thank you all who was telling me that I was on mute. Very interesting comment there from Stephen Roach. This comment let me laugh. He said, don't forget, Mr. Brown, the women's sides does have some quality spinners and the men don't play spin well. Yeah, very interesting. So I say that, but which one of the women can stand up to Seals, Shamar Joseph, Alzara Joseph, even Justin Greaves? Which one of the women can stand up? Thank you all who were letting me know that I was on mute. I appreciate it. Welcome, Jupiter Saturn. 23 for 1. Short third man. Backward point. There's a sweep on the cover boundary. Extra cover mid-off. Trishan bowl to Matthews. She covers up and play down the offside of the pitch. No run. The score remains at 23 for 1. So let me go through the field again on the offside. That's the offside. A short third man, a backward point. There's a sweep on the cover boundary. An extra cover, a mid-off, a mid-on, a mid-wicket. And there's a short fine leg and a backward square leg. Trishan, left arm seamer over the wicket, bowls to Matthews, who just played this down to mid-off, and there is no run. She's very slow, but she's hitting a line and a length. And she's slow that you have to really generate your own power, you know, and you have to be careful you don't play too early. So the risk that we may have here is that, but I think Matthews is going to take her out though, you know. She's going to make the adjustment. Over the wicket, bowls to Matthews. She cuts it away to the fielder at backward point. And again, there is no run. The score is 23 for 1. Thank you, Teresa. Yes, thank you. 23 for 1. We're at 23 for 1. And so there's St. Kitts. There's Warner Park in the background looking beautiful. Look at that field at Warner Park. Please remember to slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. Trisha bowls to Matthews, who again played it to mid-off. She goes deep in her crease and played it to mid-off, and there is no run. So good bowling here. She continues to bowl very well, you know. Continues to bowl very well. Interesting. Very interested. She's slow, but she's bowling. The West Indies batswoman probably, you know, not able to time her at this time. But gradually, I think that Matthews is going to get hold of her. Let's watch now as Trishan bowls to Matthews outside the off stump. She drives to extra cover. No run. 23 for 1 after 5.5. So let's keep the interaction going, because without the interaction, the commentary cannot continue. You know, the interaction is key for the commentary. You know, I need to be responding to keep the commentary going. So please slash a like on the video. West Indies looking to get 185 to win. Trish now over the wicket. bowls to Matthews, and Matthews covers up, played it back to the bowler, down exactly in the middle of the pitch, and there is no run. 23 for 1 after 6 overs. So I think it's a real shame, Mr. Brown, as I do feel if the region organizes its cricket effectively, we will be the best in the world again. I would say we'll be very competitive. I do not see any reason why we cannot competitive. Well, I would have stated in yesterday's show the fundamental issue why we are not competitive, and Edmeyer said it. Edmeyer said we are a laid-back people, and many coaches come to the Caribbean want to get us to move. Maroof bowls to Campbell, dabbed it to the field, that third man, and there is no run. Yeah, Edmeyer said it, that we are a laid-back people, so it doesn't matter which coach you bring to the Caribbean. We are just going to remain laid-back. We are not a bustling set of people. Edmeyer did said it. Well, Cherry and Fraser never bowled as well today as she did on Sunday. Maroofa bowls to Campbell, looks to pull, missed by the keeper down to the boundary for 4 by. So she came across looking to pull, missed it. The keeper also missed it, and it goes into the boundary for 4 by. 27 for 1, West Indies. She's apologizing there. You saw earlier today when the person was standing in the... You saw earlier today when the person was standing in the side screen and they were asking her to move, and she was saying, no, I'm not moving. And she was just don't understand the cricket. It's too early. It's too early for me to declare that she is a better spinner than Matthews, but I watched her bowl today, in which I was extremely impressed. Well, it's too early for you because clearly you have not been watching the women cricket, because she has been playing a very long time. She has been playing a very long time, Patrick Lambert. Patrick Lambert, she has been playing a very long time, man. She has been playing a very long time, and at the remember that she starred up this World Cup, that she was also a star at the previous World Cup. You know. Carl Moore, how you doing? Cut away by Canberra, good shot, magnificently down to the boundary for 4. So Maroofa was short outside the half stump, and Canberra cut it away forward of point. Beat the dive of the field at forward of point, down to the boundary for 4. West Indies now 31 for 1 after 6.4. Yes, so she has been bowling very well for a good while. Mr. Brown, for this World Cup, coaches are not allowed to lurk around the boundaries. I don't know if you're asking a question or making a statement. And why wouldn't that? And I don't know if it's a question or you're making a statement, but if it's a statement you're making, I don't see why that shouldn't be. I don't see why that shouldn't be, Carl Moore. I can go to the playing conditions, but I will go to the playing conditions throughout the course of the game. And Stephen Roach, I'm telling you that don't introduce any men name in the chat today. I told you this is a women game. Give the women their credit. And please, just respect that position, Stephen Roach. Give the women their credit. There's no need to be talking about the men today. It's fine for you to say that the spinners in the women team the batsmen cannot play spin, but the spinners in the women team will bowl them down. I see that as fun and so on. But thinking about it now, you probably introduced that because want to introduce some men cricket, and that is not disciplined, Stephen Roach. So and I know I always said I know you are better than that. I know you are better than that, Stephen Roach. Trishna bowls to take loud appeal, not out, very close, but not out. probably just pitch outside the leg stump. Look at this. Oh, missing. Well bowled though. It probably pitched in line, but it came back in. It was. Oh, look at Jacqueline Williams. She just gave the benefit of the doubt to Canberra. Well done, Jacqueline Williams. That's a West Indies umpire. Where's Brathwaite? Brathwaite need to learn. Clipped away beautifully. Wide off mid-on by Canberra. They're gone for one. They will come back for two as the return comes in and Matthews beat it comfortable. West Indies up to 34 for one. Well done. I love this umpire, Jacqueline Williams, because that delivery, it touched down on about leg stump. I think it hit her in line, but it begins to straighten, and it probably was going to clip leg stump or probably even hit it. Trishnan bowls to Canberra, solid in defense, played it to mid-wicket, no run. It's 34 for one. So good decision there by Jacqueline Canberra, giving us the benefit of the doubt. Why would that be though, Carlmore? So Carlmore, could you just send me the part of the playing condition that said that, please? So and save me from researching it, because I would have to be going through all of it because I have it. Bowls to Campbell and she's played it to mid-on. There is no run. The score, it's 34 for one. So I can find the playing condition here. Players match logistics and infographs. 33 pages. So if you can tell me the part of the playing condition that says so I don't have to go through it. Over the wicket, bowls to Campbell, who played it out into the offside, and there is no run. Because I would find that very rare that the coaches cannot leave their designated areas. I think that's in football, but I would find that very strange. So I would appreciate, Carlmore, if you can send me the part of the playing condition that said so. Oh, Patrick Lambert, you said you have not seen much of her. She can bowl, man. She has been bowling well, very well for quite a while now. And I think she stopped and had a baby, and then she came back. I think even after she came back, maybe the pregnancy helped her well, because she's probably bowling better now after she had that she had the baby. 35 for one. Trishnan, left arm spinner, pacer over the wicket, bowls to Campbell, with it high in the air, over the top, one bounce 4. So she just clobbered that over long on for 4. 39 for 1 at the end of over number 8. So Campbell is on 12, Matthews is on 16, as West Indies chase 185 to win. I almost say 285. Good, that is only 185 though. It's not. I will be either tomorrow or Thursday. I'll be picking the men team, and then we can always have the discussion on the men team. Jay's asking if Henry's injured. I don't know. Someone told me that they saw her at Sabina Park on Sunday. I don't know the situation with Henry because she was originally in the squad. I need to put up the squad. Wow. And show the playing 11 on the screen. Why I did? That's a mistake. I generally have the playing 11 on the screen. So that's the playing. Caught. Oh, brilliant. Matthews out. Oh, they are celebrating. Nadia pitched up. Matthews drive. Edge. Caught above her head at slip. Brilliant catch. They're hugging her. Rabia. Oh, what a catch by Rabia. Matthews gone. West Indies 39 for 2. Wow, this match is far from over. The left arm spinner Nadia pitched up. Matthews into the drive. Peel off the edge. Good catch by Rabia at slip. Oh, what a catch. Oh. Now spot of bother now. 39 for 2. Here comes the world boss though. So she was seen at Sabina Park. Seen at she was seen at Savannah Park on Sunday. I was told that she was seen at Savannah Park on Sunday. So because if you look at this squad here, you will see that, sorry about that. You will see that Janaba Joseph, who is not in the playing 11 today, those four that are in blue with the line strike through are obviously those who are not in the playing 11. So you will see from here that Janaba Joseph was drafted into the squad to replace Chinel Henry. So I have asked a question. I have asked a question. I've sent a question to the West Indies media officer, still to get a reply. I don't know what's the situation there. So Nader bowls to the world boss, who just flat batted this down to long off for a single, one more to the total. West Indies 40 for 2. So Patrick is yes, thank you very much, Patrick. Yes, it's saying that please, Stephen Rhodes, let's give the women our full support because they are the one who's getting some smile on our faces. Absolutely, absolutely. So I want to ask Jason Humphrey. I want to ask Basil a question. Cole as a coach when he? Oh, but that's a men thing. I am just asking about what you said about us having a laid-back character, and I just wanted to challenge that point. But that's an unchallengeable point. Aren't the people of the Caribbean very laid back? King said no. You really wanted Matthews to make some runs. Jay, I'm not going down there with you. When she, pulled away by Canberra down to long on for 143 for 2. Really need to support the ladies now. Really need to support the ladies. 43 for 2 because Campbell, look at that playing 11. Well, Matthews gone. Quiana Joseph gone. We have Campbell as Nader comes in, bowls to Dottin, and she allows it to go through outside the half stump to the keeper. 43 for 2 at the end of 9. Dottin is on 2. Campbell is on 14. So we have Alleyne can hit away a few balls, Janela Glasgow, Zayda James, Manny Mangru. Is Manny Mangru the best fielder in the team? She can field, No, seriously, she can field. She and Shabika Gajnabi can field. Manny Mangru, they can really field. And interestingly, they are from the same country. So probably we need to get the fielding coach from that country to be the West Indies fielding coach. Because both Mangru and Shabika Gajnabi, I think Matthews and Dottin is really class, outstanding, But apart from those two, but you know what? Mangru probably even better than those two, She can really field. Marufa over the wicket, bowls to Canberra, who looks to drive through the offside, inside edge, back down the pitch on the onside, no run. Mangru may well be the best fielder in the team. She can really field. Then you probably have Matthews and Dottin and then Gajnabi. Gajnabi may be better than Matthews. Yeah, so if I'm to rate the fielders in the team, I would say Mangru, Dottin, Gajnabi, Matthews. Over the wicket, come Maroof, bowl to Canberra off the back foot. Lovely shot down towards the cover boundary. Oh, there's a fielder there. Wow, one more to the total. 45 for 2 after 9.2. Oh, 44. I'm ahead of the score. Thank you. Dottin is on 2. She's on strike. Campbell on 15. West Indies 44 for 2. Losing the wicket of both Matthews and Quiana Joseph. So there's a short third man, a backward point, the sweep on the cover boundary, extra cover mid-off, mid-on, short fine leg, and a field that backward square leg. So that's the field. It's a 5-4 field as Maroof in the final over of the power play. Over the wicket, bowls to Campbell, allows it to go through outside the half stump, and there's no run. That's Dottin, not Campbell, who just pushed the left pad and allows it to go through, and there is no run. The score remains at 44 for 2. I really hope that Dottin comes good today. Really hope so. So that's the playing 11 on the screen. I leave it on the screen. I'll just make it a little smaller. I hope you are seeing it. I hope you are seeing it. Hedge caught. Oh, Dottin goes. Oh, they're celebrating. It pitched up. It lever. Maroof is running riot here and saying, New Zealand, we're not going to let you go through that easily. It pitched up. Dottin pushed towards it. Edge caught by the keeper, dived away to her right. That ball seamed around Edge. Oh, well, she never have to dive. Oh, what is happening here? They're celebrating. Oh, damn it, man. Damn it. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. $44 for 3. What is happening here? Maroof bowls to the left-handed. Glasgow played this to mid-off, and there is no run. Glasgow made a lot of runs in Australia. So Stephen Roach, I've always said it, and I hope you, if you have never heard it before, I can't be held responsible for the way you interpreted what I said. I can't be held responsible for that. And I've said it a lot of time. Jabor Small, good to have you here. Oh, Hedge down to third man for 4. Maroof is getting this ball to talk. Maroof, I should say. Wow. She's getting it to go both ways. That was pitched up. Glasgow pushed forward. Edge all along the ground. Probably she just opened the bat face and steered it now to her. So let's give her the benefit of the doubt that she opened the bat face and just steered it at the last moment. 48 for 3. This match is far from over, Far, far from over. Very far from over. Good night to you. So Theresa is saying, Theresa Laurechin. Are you an Indian, Theresa? That name sounds so. Neither is it now. The left arm spin around the wicket, bowls to Campbell, look to sweep, taken on the pad, not out. Theresa said, guys, let's rally around our West Indies women. He said, I just reached in the park, said Jamor Small. What's the vibes in the park like tonight, Jamor Small? I saw you have some big cruise ship there today, Jamor Small, some very big cruise ship. Did you make any money today? Round the wicket, bowls to Campbell. She's solid in defense, played it to extra cover, and there is no run. This could be a long night, Could be a long, long night. Campbell. She seconds round the wicket, bowls to Campbell, and she turned that into the onside. And there It's a single, so one more to the West Indies total. 49 for 3 after 10.3. Campbell is on 16. Glasgow is on 4, comes into strike. So Glasgow on 4 comes into strike. She made a lot of runs in Australia. She was in Australia the other night. So Jamor somehow just reaching the park. What's the vibes like, Jamor? I really like to know what's the vibes like. Is it very overcast? Is there a chance for rain? Nade around the wicket, bowls to Glasgow, play that one outside the off stump through to the keeper, and there's no run. And very good here by the Bangladesh, you know, they put in a slip for the new batsman. So Neda, round the wicket, left arm orthodox spinner, bowls to Glasgow, and Glasgow off the back foot, she forces it to extra cover, and there is no run. At this, I'm going to put a poll. So let's get a poll going. Who do you think is ahead at this time in the match? Need to get a poll going. Who is ahead? So, or should I ask who's going to win? No, West Indies is going to win. I definitely think West Indies is going to win. You know, here we are going to win a match without Dutton and Matthews making runs. I'm telling you. West Indies are going to win a match. Who has the upper hand? Who has the upper hand? Please, Sasha, like on the video. Come on, we need to do better with the like. Who has? And remember the link in the video description. Click on those links and support our quest to hand out 100 kiddies kit for 2024. Who has the upper hand at this stage in the match? Who has the upper hand? Oh, the 48 for 3 at the end of the power play. Who has the upper hand at this stage? As Marufa starts her 6th over, comes in bowl to Campbell, who played it to mid-wicket, no run off the inside edge of the bat. The score remains at 49 for 3. What are the upper hand at this point? Bangladesh or West Indies? So there's a poll. What do you think? Over the wicket, Maroof bowls to Campbell inside edge onto the pad, back down the outside of the pitch to the ball, and no run, 49 for 3. So tell me what you think in the poll there. Who do you think have the upper hand? Well, so please, I love the ability to have the poll. Let's watch Marufa. She comes in over the wicket, bowls to Campbell, who strokes this out into the offside. The fielder from extra cover came in, could not pick up. One more to the total, 50 for 3, West Indies. So that's the West Indies. 50. We need a further 135 runs to win. Glasgow and Campbell can do it, you know. Campbell have made half centuries in the past, and Glasgow have known for somebody who can hit away the ball. Glasgow will give you a 30 at 40, hopefully, tonight. But let's look at this batting lineup. Look at the bowling. Look at the players. I think they sent us the batting lineup. I'm almost sure that Cricket West Indies had sent us the batting lineup. Marufa, she's going to come in now to bowl to Glasgow. Up, bowl to Glasgow off the back foot. Cannot beat backward point. They go through for the single nonetheless. So she hitting. She is hit and run she's playing. Whether it beat the fielder or not. So I know Cricket West Indies has sent us the batting order. Did they? Yes, I'm almost sure that they sent us the batting order. So I'm going to tell you the batting order. So let's watch. Marufa over the wicket, bowls to Campbell, who turned this into the onside. They go through for a quick run, 52 now for 3. So Matthews at 1, Quiana Joseph at 2, Canberra at 3, Dottin at 4, Glasgow at 5, 6, Alleyne coming at 6. At 7, it will be Mandy Mangru. I thought Mangru would at bat ahead of Alleyne. So at 6 will be Alleyne. At 7, it will be Mangru. At 8 will be Zayda James. I also think Zayda James should bat ahead of Alleyne. But that's at 9 will be Fletcher. At 10 will be Cherry and Fraser. And Karishma Ramharack will be holding up the jack. So 52 for 3. 2 slips goes down. Maroof over the wicket. Bowls to Glasgow. Defend out into the offside. No run. End of over number 12. West Indies 52 for 3. So let me just run through that batting order at the end of the over. So Quiana Joseph gone. Matthews gone. And Deandra Dottin gone. So 3 and 5 is batting, which is Canberra. And at 5 is Glasgow. At 6 will be Alleyne. At 7 will be Mangru. At 8 will be Zayda James. 9 will be Fletcher. 10 will be Cherry and Fraser, and 11 will be Ramharack. So that's the batting order. So Alleyne is going to come in at number 6. 52 for 3. Neda in her third over, 1 for 5. The slips goes down, bowl to Campbell. She play a test match forward defensive stroke back down the inside of the pitch to the bowler, and there is no run. Let's watch now as Neda, the left-arm orthodox spinner, comes in over the wicket, bowls to Campbell off the back foot, and she spank it down to the field and the cover boundary. 1 more to the total. So we are dealing in singles here right now. The power play had ended, and the Bangladesh have pushed back 4 fielders outside the circle because they can put 4 fielders outside the circle at this stage. So she's keeping in the slip for the left-handed Glasgow. She stay around the wicket. That's the left-arm orthodox spinner. Bowl to Glasgow's off the back foot. She stroke it to the field at extra cover. Who misfield, allow the batswoman to go through for a single. 54 for 3. Glasgow moves up to 6. Campbell is on 19. The crowd is quiet, said Jamor Small. I don't know if the rain fell a while ago, but the crowd quiet. Yes, there were rain and the play was interrupted. Yes. I still believe West Indies will win. I have that confidence. I do hope so too. I think they need to create a partnership, said Jamor Small. Yes. Round the wicket, Neda bowls to Canberra down the pitch, turn it into a full toss and slapped it down to long off for 1. The score moves up to 55 for 3. Glasgow on 6 comes into strike. Campbell, she's on 20. West Indies need exactly 130 to win from 37 overs and 2 deliveries. That's not an issue. The required run rate is less than 3.5. Glasgow comes into strike. She's second. She's on 6. Neda stay over the wicket. The 5th delivery of her third over. 1 for 8. Bowls to Glasgow is forward and played it to mid-off. No run. The score remains at 55 for 3. Good evening to you, Mangaroof. It's a pleasure being here. Glad to have you here. Round the wicket, bowls to Glasgow. She pulls, taken on the body, loud appeal, not outside the South African umpire. Lucky there, lucky. That could have easily gone the other way. Let's look at this. It was short. You know that's close though. I would be very upset. I'm glad she never gave it out. But if Bangladesh was batting and the batswoman played a shot like that and struck where she was struck, let's see, outside the leg stump, you know, she out, you know. Why that tight? You know, I would be livid. If the shoe was on the other feet, I'd be livid. Well done, umpire. Good decision. Lauren, I think she's from South Africa, right? Lauren is from South Africa. And she stood in the World Cup final. So she's a good umpire. And she said not out, so it's not out. Get on with the game. She understands the hometown decision thing better than better than, what's his name? Craig Brathwaite. She understands it better than him. Here is Maroofa in her 7th over the wicket, bowls to Campbell, hit it back to her, she dropped the catch. She hit it straight back to her and she dropped the catch. As Campbell came on the front foot, drove it back to the bowler and she dropped the catch. So it's going West Indies way at the moment. Just need to calm down here now. Just need to calm down. 55 for 3. Her hand is hurting because Campbell really hit that one hard. Oh, it don't look like Campbell using the light bat again. So, it looked like this bat is too heavy for her. In India, it seems that the bat she was using was much lighter. Bowls to Campbell beaten outside the off stump through to the keeper, no run. 55 for 3, West Indies. So keep the interaction coming. Keep the interaction coming. Just let me look at what the poll is saying. So it's even. It's even. It's even. It's saying that 53% think that Bangladesh is in front. 47% think the West Indies. Third man backward point, extra cover, mid-off. Canberra edge it, beat the short third man down to the boundary for 4. She went onto the back foot and as she looks to cut, it came off the edge, flew between the short third man and the keeper, down to the boundary for 4. Maroof shaking her head. So the luck definitely going West Indies way. There's a short third man, there's a backward point, there's a sweep on the cover boundary, there's an extra cover on the mid-off. And that's the field I'm seeing on the offside. So they have put in now the third man. Let's watch Maroofa over the wicket, bowls to Campbell, and she play a test match forward defensive stroke. The bowler field on the onside of the pitch. There's no runner. She just stepped across. Everyone, Mangari. Jambo said that I say that Campbell look like Vibes Cartel. Lol. Okay. All right. He said she's a DJ. Okay. Let's watch Maroofa. She's over the wicket. Bowls to Campbell, who play this to mid-off and they run on the stroke. One more to the total. 60 for 3. West Indies with 1 to come in the oval. Glasgow and 6 comes into strike. With Matthews, Joseph, Dutton gone, it's going to be a very tall task. Well, it will be very good if we can win the match if Dutton and Matthews doesn't perform, because there's a lot of persons who always think that West Indies can only win if Matthews, Stephanie Taylor, and Dutton perform with the bat. And in recent times, we have some good innings from Quiana Joseph. Maroofa over the wicket, bowls to Glasgow, steer this away down to backward point. Chance for a run out, misses. Oh, I told you Glasgow was on it, tipping and running. As soon as she hit the ball out of the middle of the bat, she thinks she should run. And she played that ball straight to backward point and charged down the pitch. Campbell rightfully sent her back. But the return misses the stump and she got home safely. She has to concentrate. She can't believe that every time the ball comes out of the middle of the bat, there's a run. There are fielders on the field. Stephen Roth said, when I play, I look at the bowler to see how I can make runs. Neda will continue to Campbell. I look at the field to see how I can make runs. Then I think 6, then a 5, then 4, 3, 2, then 1. So when there's a dot ball, I say, what? Okay, Stephen Roach, everyone has their own approach. Thank you for that. You were a very aggressive batsman, Stephen Roach. Forward comes Campbell. She stroked it back down the offside of the pitch to Neda, and there is no run. So you are a very attacking batsman, Stephen Roach. Good to know. Good to know. I would love to bowl to you now, and I knock you over. Comes in now, bowls to Campbell down the pitch, clipped it through mid-on, down towards the fielder coming off the mid-wicket boundary, who underarmed the return to the bowler. 1 more to the total, 61 for 3. Glasgow comes into strike. She is on 6 from 11 deliveries. And Glasgow must recognize that although the ball comes out of the middle of the bat, where is Shane Diaz? You see? Where is he? Seen everyone except Shane Diaz. Where is he? Is he in the bar? Or is he down on the field? I hope he's down on the field. Good to see, though, that he's not sitting in the window. Round the wicket, balls to Glasgow is forward. Played it back to the bowler down the inside of the pitch, and there is no run. So, Stephen Roach, you're a ball beater. Well, enough ball beater me run when I'm my time, you know. Although I remember one Sunday when one youth called me, I think about 20 had come over the over. Forward comes that's Glasgow, and there is no run. Round the wicket, bowls to Glasgow, and again she's forward on the front foot. West Indies, these batsmen has to rotate the strike. You cannot just be blocking. You have to find a way to rotate the strike. Because although the required run rate is just about 3.5, you still need to. Nader comes in, bowls to Glasgow, and she plays that down to the offside of the pitch, the bowler fielding her follow through. End of 15, 61 for 3. Campbell on 26, Glasgow on 6. You can't just be blocking. You have to rotate the strike, man. If you were to bowl to me, Mr. Brown, they will be handing out helmet in the crowd, Mr. Brown. That's what you think. That's what you think. I keep on telling you guys, you know, the last time I bowled a cricket ball, you know. The last time I bowled a cricket ball. And it was a left-hander batting, you know. And it was some round the wicket, a bowling, some half spin, you know. Round the wicket to the left-hander. Yeah, man, you're not going to believe. Let's watch Rabia, the right-arm leg spinner, over the wicket, bowls to Campbell, who strokes it to extra cover, no run. And the look left-hander, and I come around the wicket, and I go, bam, you know. And him see it, and it pitched about one stump outside the leg stump, you know. And when it turned across him and hit the top of half stump, everybody said, what? What you did? You know? So, Stephen Roach, I am dangerous when it comes to bowling, man. I am dangerous. I can turn this thing square. I'm dangerous when it comes to bowling, Stephen Roach. I can turn it square, Stephen Roach. Yes. I can turn it square. Dangerous when it comes to bowling. No, it can't drop. What if it drop? Man. Let's watch Rabia. She's round the wicket, bowl to Glasgow, hit this away, over long off. Down to the fielder, on the boundary for 1. 1 more to the total, 63 for 3. It won't drop. Don't worry about it. It won't drop. Yes. No, I am not. It is a French surname. Okay, thank you. Over the wicket. Bowls to Campbell. Dab this past the first slip. Work for short third man. She moves to her left. They'll get 1. 64 for 3 after 15.4 overs. I'm watching it on live cricket TV. Is it on ESPN? Could probably check out ESPN. Check out ESPN and tell me if it's on ESPN. Round the wicket, come Rabia, bowl short to Glasgow in the air. Extra cover comes in, took the catch. She almost dropped it. So West Indies lost their 4th wicket at 63 for 4. As Glasgow, that ball was too close to her to cut. Let's watch the leg spinner. It bounced more than expected, and she was looking to cut it in the offside. It went high in the air. Extra cover came in. Bobber took the catch. West Indies in a spot of bother now. Alleyne is going to come to the crease, and she's going to get the score going. So Bernard Butcher is saying, as long as Canberra batting. Okay. As long as Canberra batting still, we can't win the game, Mr. Brown. I don't understand. You want to rephrase? Because I'm not picking up. I don't understand what you're saying there, Bernard Butcher, because you're saying as long as Canberra, I think you want to say batting. You have bathing, but I think you want to say batting. As long as Canberra batting still, we can't win the game, Mr. Brown. I still believe we could pull it off. We need to focus on the crease. Yes. You Steve, no, you will be in the pavilion whistling Stephen Roach. Rabia comes in now, bowls to Alleyne, down the leg side, turn away, down to short, fine leg, no run. The score remains at 64 for 4 after 16 overs. Alleyne is going to get the scoreboard moving. Watch. Number 1, he said, oh, okay. Well, I want to get a chance to bowl to you then, Stephen Roach. Well, there's a time when I bowl some medium pace sometime because I used to can swing it, Yeah, man, I used to can swing it. I swing it away from the right-hander. Yeah, man, I'm able to swing, you see, I swing it away from the right-hander. Enough right-hander, me dart this ball here from, enough right-hander, nick them off, enough. I can swing it, man. Can swing it. They will tell you. Swing it. Nada bold, short, bold, Canberra bold. Rotted. She looks to pull and she's out bowled. We need someone else to step up, said Mango Reef. True. Glasgow, give away she wicket for Valentine's. Oh, Valentine's Day is coming up the 14th. Janet Lyon says she's not seen it on Crick TV. Why? Yes, Crick TV this. May I check ESPN, Janet? Her remote. Checking, because it could be on ESPN. But it's on Crick TV here, Janet. So Mangrove R2, that is right, Patrick Lambert. Look like the sun setting on us, said Jamor Sumal. So West Indies in a spot of bother here. One of the things that I enjoy doing this, I enjoy the interaction with you guys. I enjoy the watch along. But whenever West Indies is losing, and I'm telling you the truth, edge pass first slip down to the boundary. They're gone for 1 as that was pitched up. Mangrove looks to drive, found the edge, and it runs away down to third man, and the batswoman come back for 2. So she's off the mark. West Indies 66 for 5 now. So it's always difficult. Always difficult when West Indies not winning. Canberra there looking to pull and was out. Yeah, so Shirley Samuel is saying, oh my God, we need a partnership. And, New Zealand must be saying, what the hell West Indies doing? Because if West Indies win this match, if West Indies should win this match, then New Zealand will automatically qualify for the World Cup. And that's swept away brilliantly by Mangrove, down back with a square leg for 4. So she's down on one knee, swept it away. I think Mangrove in last year Super 50 tournament, wasn't Mangrove our second leading run scorer? I'm almost sure. that she was our second leading run scorer in last year's Super 50 tournament. I think Rashada Williams was the leading run scorer, and then Mangru was second. I think so. Can't remember everything here. But I know she was up there in the top. So let's hope that she can deliver a good innings. Ball to Mangru. Looks to sweep again. She's out, giving out like before. Wow. 70 for 6. The Bangladeshi are celebrating. Stephen Rose said, you can swing it, Mr. Brown, but what about the ball? As I can swing the ball out of the ground too. Make you curse. No, I don't curse. Yeah, no, I have the curse. Alden Lewis said it was on ESPN, but we just lost signal. So it's on ESPN. Thanks. That's good. Thank you for telling. So okay, so the match is on ESPN, everyone. The match is on ESPN. Oh, so there's Shane Diaz, because I call him out, he comes out now, come sit at the front. Good. Good to see you there. And he's not doing anything, you know. With his hand, you see, so, yes, I saw Shane Diaz there. You know, not doing nothing. So here comes Zayda James. Match-winning innings today, hopefully. You know, as the World Cup is going on, first saw Zayda James at the World Cup in 2023. That looks straight, though. But these girls like all Mangru and Shabika, Gajnabi, and so on. I always say that Zayda James covers up. All right, 17 overs just finished. This is what I can't understand. 33 overs to bat. You hardly play. Persons like Mangru, them hardly play now. Why you need to sweep? You know, just go and bat some balls, man. Bat some balls. Just bat some balls. Just tip and run. Why these extravagant shots like you try to prove that you can play some shots? Just tip and run, man. Tip and run. And by your before you say, who that my grandmother said, you reach 20. Just tip and run, and you reach 20. And then you get a few bad ball. Alleyne played it back down the inside of the pitch, and there is no run. Losing Matthews that in cheaply, it would always be difficult since there's no Taylor and Henry, said Alden Lewis. Well, that's the narrative that is going to come forward, and who can blame you for saying that? Drive down to long off for a singer. The score goes up to 71 for 6. So she came forward and drove that down to long off for a singer. The score goes up to 71 for 6. You know, that is not out. That going down leg, shake my head. I have a different opinion, Jay. I think it's hitting. I think it's a good decision. I just have a different opinion than yours. You can make all the beautiful shots and score lots of centuries in the dressing room at number 12. Oh, so true, Patrick Lambert. So true. So true. So remember, the game is on ESPN, please. So check out ESPN Caribbean. The game is on ESPN. So it's good, yeah, because this is all about the watch-along. You know, I love when many persons watching the match so that we can compare what is actually going on. But I'm fully aware that there are some persons who are not able to watch the match, and we welcome those, and it looks like, and we welcome those. So Rabia, the right arm leg spinner, she's bowling round the wicket. Very strange. To the left-handed Zayda James. Round the wicket, bowls to James, and she played that into the offside, the field, like extra cover field, and there is no run. As I said, I first saw Zayda James in 2023 at the under-19 ODI World Cup, making a 50. Ball to James, and James played this one through backward of square leg for a singer. Why they're not playing in the gap, said Jamor Small. Patrick Lambert, I think he said that you can make all the beautiful shots and score lots of centuries in the dressing room at number 12. Yes. And because as I was saying, that man grew there. Why she needs to come and sweep? She under no pressure. It's just 3.5 runs and over we need to win. Just knock the ball around. So you're telling me nobody else seems to be going into double figures? Jay said. Ah, boy. How many Campbell make? 20-something? Alleyne can make runs, man. Zadia James will make a 20-yard, 30-yard. Off the back foot goes Zadia James. Cannot beat cover, though. The score remains at 72 for 6. Alleyne can make runs. Zadia James will give you 20 mash. So if Alleyne give you a 60 and James give you a 20-yard, that's a further 90. Comes the inside edge as Zadia James looks to drive off the inside edge. You see, Mr. Brown, these girls don't know the bowler, the fielder, nor 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1. That is why they can't make any runs. Thank you, Stephen Roach. Short, played away, past the... No, good effort by the bowler. Oh, she's run out by a mile. What's going on? So she played the ball in the onside. So the left arm orthodox spinner Nadia ball to her, played it into the onside. She's campered to her right. The West Indies batswoman decided to go through for a single, though the ball has not yet passed the bowler. I thought that it was going to pass her. But I'm going to look at that 2-dimension images. And we saw this with Glasgow. You will recall I said that the West Indies batswoman, Glasgow, when she was batting, she just played the ball, and once it comes out of the middle of the bat, she thinks that she should run. This is good. This don't look good enough. This don't look good because Afi Fletcher's just going to come play a shutter ball now. Cherry and Fraser and Fraser's top score is what, 29? Can she make her top score? Why they're not playing in the gaps? Look like ESPN having problem in the USA, said John the Baptist. Why they're not playing in the gaps, Jamor Small? So you see now, we won the first match, right? We won the first match. But what? Hayley Matthews make 100. So when people hear me talking about Shane Diaz, sure, man. Let me leave it here. Well, Jay, I think it's straight and hitting, but then I think it's straight and I'm going to hit. Stephen Roach said the coach should be teaching them this. The coach is on a joyride, Stephen Roach. All the coaches is on a joyride. Nothing more than a joyride. That's what he's on a joyride. Absolute joyride. He only wants to know that he's collecting. He only wants to know that he's collecting. He's on a joyride, absolute joyride. What? Just saw some news coming through. I think Jamaican football fans would love that news that is coming through. So Alleyne under pressure again. Can she? Jesus alone can save us now. What's the vibes? What's the vibes like in the crowd, Jamor? I guess they are quiet. They are even more quieter now. Once Hayley failed, we cannot win, said Renald Madugal. I have seen the team won already when Hayley Matthews doesn't make any runs, but generally speaking, she needs to deliver for us to win. But the team has won without her making runs. But that is probably 5% of the times. Most of the time is a she. Yes, Brown man. Yeah, man. It's about him. Shot outside the half stump, played away down to the field and the cover boundary. Mr. Brown, I don't think from number 6 to 11, our women team average is over 12. You could be very right, except for Alleyne. How much Alleyne averaging? So you could be very right. You could be very right. No, Mangru. What? Mangru probably. Well, let's watch now as Nader bowls to Fletcher, and Fletcher blocked it down the half side of the pitch, and there is no run. 73 for 7. You could be very right, Stephen Roach. You could be very right. I suggest to play a test match knock, a lot of over to spare. I think so too, but I don't think you're going to get that from Afi Fletcher. I don't think you're going to get it from her. She's going to try to hit away the ball. So Campbell top score with 28, Matthews 16. I'm very disappointed with Mangru though. She shouldn't get out. Cherry and Fraser with her hands on her jaw. Alleyne swung this down to the mid-wicket for a singer. One more to the total. 74 now for 7 as Fletcher comes into strike. And this is a big win for Bangladesh because this will do a lot to their net run rate. New Zealanders, they are awake. Well, it is day now in New Zealand and they're wondering what happened. Rabia bowls to Fletcher and Fletcher played that down the outside of the pitch, made our extra cover field, and there is no run. If you know how the bowler bowls, you can prepare yourself to get runs. Rabia bowls down the leg side to Fletcher, sweep, comes off the gloves, the keeper dropped the catch. 74 for 7. If you know how the bowler bowls, you can prepare yourself to get runs. I don't think they prepare in this way. Yes. Mr. Carlton, I noticed there's a JC on your shirt. If it means Jesus Christ, you should save our ladies. Our spiritual leader, Ivan Johnson. Rabia bowl short to Fletcher, cuts it away. Down to the field and the cover boundary. One more. When last we hit a 4? I can't tell when last. Well, just can't tell when last. Joel Williams is saying, I think one of the problems is about half the team don't get to face 15 to 20 balls 60% of the time. Very little playing time. You're onto something there, That is something that we could definitely look at. Joel Williams, that's a good comment, that to provoke some discourse. Yeah, that's a good comment. That's something that we really need to look at. We probably need to look at it. So the West Indies team is losing and the assistant coach Damian Wright is laughing and Sean Diaz. They are laughing. The West Indies team is losing. And both of them are there laughing. So because the camera point on them now, they stop laugh and they're pointing fingers. One more to the total at the end of over number 20. West Indies 75 for 7. But Joel Williams might well be on a point there. So there are two persons here now. So Michael Douglas is agreeing with Jay that Michael Douglas agreeing with Jay that the ball is missing. I think it's hitting. I'm on the side of the umpire for that one. So Michael Douglas and Jay think that it was missing. Short, cut away by Fletcher. Misfield at backward point. One more to the West Indies total. 76 for 7. With Fletcher on 2, Alleyne on 3 comes into strike. Alleyne need to get away a few boundaries. Playing cricket is like an exam. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail, said Stephen Roach. True. So Michael Douglas don't share the point with Joel Williams. Turn into the inside for one more. The score goes up to 77 for 7 after 20.3 overs. Say that no, they had plenty of chance to face 15 to 20 balls. They get out before they face it. And that could be true too. That's why I said the points that Joel make, I think is a good point for discourse and a deeper look. Fletcher steered this away down to backward of point. One more to the total. So these girls are ticking it over. 78 now for 7. I think they're only interested in making sure they're getting their correct change for real. Jay said, I think you're talking about the coaches. Yes, man. That's true. Cricket West Indies, I'm over the wicket. Was around the wicket that Nadia bowled. So she have bowled 6.5 overs, 3 for 19. On Sunday, it looks like she could not bowl. Today, she's bowling arm ball. She's turning it across the right-hander. She's seaming it back into the right-hander. She's doing everything today. So let's watch her. She comes in round the wicket, bowls to Alleyne, who played it down to short, fine leg for one more. The score goes up to 79 for 7 at the end of over number 21. So Alleyne will keep the strike. She's on 5. Fletcher is on 3. West Indies 79 for 7. I said 79 for 1. Yes, Jay, I believe that they're really uninterested in their pay. And when I first started saying these things, a number of persons were saying that I was going too hard at the coach. But as time evolved and you see more and more of what I was seeing, then you realize that I was right. Yeah, so I'm going to start doing like watch-along on football and like the Super Bowl and all of those things. I'm going to start doing watch-along on those, but not on this channel. I have another channel named the Sport Conclave. The Sport Conclave. So whenever I'm going to do a watch-along over there, I'll tell you, nothing is on that channel as yet. So the name of it is the Sport Conclave, where I like a football, every sport outside of cricket. Over the wicket come Rabia beaten there. Alleyne as the leg break turns across the right-hander and there is no run. 79 for 7. So football, Formula 1, netball, and so on. But Jamaica is playing South Africa in a netball tournament. Oh, that going driven into the offside, down towards long off for a single. The score moves up to 80 for 7. We beat them in the first match on Saturday. Tonight should be the second match. So we are playing, Jamaica playing South Africa in a 3-match series or a 5-match series. Jamaica, a big netball team, I think we are ranked We are ranked in the top 5 in the world. Big netball team. Bowls to Fletcher, and Fletcher plays that down the half side of the pitch. The bowler field in her follow through with her foot, and there is no run. So you can always go back to take a look at the LBW. No man, Jay, come on man. You said it was not hitting. I said it was hitting. We can end it there, man. You know, when we disagree on issues, we don't have to keep on pounding it, you know, Jay. We disagree respectfully and we can move on. We don't have to keep on pounding it. Over the wicket, bowls to Alleyne, who played it to cover, and there is no run. Some of them struggle to face 20 ball in regional cricket when they get the chance. So, of course, they will struggle the same at the higher level. Good point, that Michael Douglas. Very, very good point. Very, 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 very good point. Bringing some clarity there. You know, but I still think what Joe Williams probably something that, you know, I thank him for the comment because I think it was a very interesting comment. But a good point that you made, Michael Douglas. This is why I get annoyed, Mr. Brown, because they can't do the simple things. How can we expect them to do the hard things when required? True. That's so true. Yes, so thank you, Jay. It's a 3-match series. Yes, it's a 3-match series. Mr. Brown, Curtin Williams, how you doing? Another Williams. So Fahima Khatun. Why? We probably don't even make it to the World Cup, you know. You can imagine semi-finalists at the last World Cup probably are in danger of not making it. They go through for another quick singer, 82 for 7. Yes, so West Indies were semi-final at the last World Cup, and now we are probably in danger of not making it to the next World Cup. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Mr. Brown said Curtin Williams as Fahima. She comes in. Another leg spinner, looks to sweep, taken on the pad, bottom edge, no run. The score remains at 82 for 7. As she looks to sweep and taken on the pad, and there is no run. Think bottom edge though. Alleyne is on strike. Fahima, the right arm leg spinner, bowls to her deep in her crease. Well, she have a leg spin in action, but she's not turning. Those balls have been very straight. So one more to the total, 83 now for 7. Fletcher is on 5. Alleyne is on 7. So, Mr. Brown, our ladies over time, when Hayley dot in, when Mr. Brown, over time, I'll come back to that comment at the end of the over. Let me take these 2 deliveries. There's 2 deliveries remaining in the over. And remember, some persons are not watching the match, so I need to keep the commentary going. Fletcher second, helmetless, tossed up outside the half stump. She looks to cut, bottom edge, go to first slip, no run. The score remains at 83 for 7 after 22.5. Fahima here bowling. And why she mistimed that cut just now is because Fahima is not turning the ball. She's bowling with a leg spinner action, but she's not turning. None for 2 from her 5 deliveries. She walks up past the umpire, gathered, bowl to Fletcher, who turned this away, threw back with a square leg. They will get one more, 84 for 7 at the end of over number 23. Fletcher is on 6. Alleyne is on 7. And Fletcher will keep the strike. Mr. Brown, our ladies over time, when Hayley, Dottin, and Jones win games for us, the rest of them get cricket lazy and don't buckle down. Jones, who is Jones? We don't have any Jones. I know that person's like Cherry and Fraser, Aaliyah, Alleyne, Fletcher, Ramharack, Dottin, Matthews. Those are the persons who usually contribute to West Indies' victory. Swung and missed by Fletcher. So Fletcher, Ramharack, Henry, Alleyne, Dutton, and Matthews. Those are the 6 persons who largely contributed to West Indies' victories. Who's Jones? There's no Jones in the team. Bowls off the back foot. Fletcher played it to extra cover, and there is no run. You know? Henry and Alleyne play. Well, Campbell gets some runs sometime too. True. When Taylor is in the team, she had to the quality of the team, no doubt. One more there as a field that cover misfield. It's 85 for 7. But those are the core group of player. It's usually a case where Matthews will play a good innings, and those Taylor, if Taylor is there too, Taylor can have won many matches for the West Indies. That into, and then to a lesser extent, Campbell, Alleyne, Henry, Fletcher, and Ramharack. But I can't think of anybody else who really, you know, and I don't know who is Jones. Bottom edge into the offside, no run, 85 for 7. So Jamor, someone said, let's play a test match now. Yes, let's play a test match now. Good enough. We need 100. Alleyne beaten outside the off stump. Why, you know, I love to see Alleyne is trying her best, but Alleyne is usually more effective when she's putting back to ball and push back the field. And these spinners really not turning, so she should not be worried. Let's play a test match at NAC, yes. Not bashing the ladies any at all, but no, man, nothing. These are senior ladies who have been playing long enough. So if you think that, then you need to criticize them, because I always say critique is different from disrespect. Critique is different from quarreling. You know, that's a different thing. You know, a critical analysis of their performance is different from bashing them. To me, you know, it's different from quarreling with them, you know. Fahima bowls to Fletcher, is out leg before. She's not turning. She played for the turn. Fletcher gone for 7 from 17 deliveries, 85 for 8 West Indies. Not bashing the ladies any at all, but there is no way they should get in the same pay as men. It's just not the same level, totally subpar. Now, why I pause there is that, are they getting the same pay as the men, Jay? I don't think so. I don't think they're getting the same pay as the men. I can't recall that. You know, that's why I paused there, because that frightens me. I know that they have gotten an increase in pay. They now travel first class, and when they travel first class, and they now have their own room when they travel. And they got increase in pay, but I don't know. That's news to me. If that is so, that's news to me. I will double check. But I'm not aware of that, Jay. Willie Bettelly say, what happened to the girls tonight? Can you give me some reason anyway? Good commentary. Willie from Puerto Rico. Well, basically is that Matthews, Quiana, Joseph, Canberra, and Dutton fell cheaply. And when those 4 goes cheaply in this batting order, without, you really have to depend on Alleyne and Henry is not here. You know, you know, Stephanie Taylor is not here either. So, because this team, as I often said, you would have heard me say it a lot of times. Ramharack with the ball, Matthews and Dutton as all-rounders, Stephanie Taylor, if she's fit. Those are 4 world-class cricketers. There's no doubt about it. Let's watch Fahima bowls to Cherry and Fraser beaten outside the half stump and there's no runs. So Stephanie Taylor is hardly fit these days. So let's not mention her. Let's concentrate on who is here. Over the wicket, bowls to Fraser, who dug out the Yorker and there's no run. So Ramharack with the ball, Dottin and Matthews. Those are 3 world-class players. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. World-class players. Let's watch. Fahima comes in, bowls to Fraser. Fraser off the back foot, plays it down to the field at mid-off, and there is no run. The score remains at 85 for 8 after 24.4 overs. Fraser, seconds. Over the wicket, bowls to Fraser, and Fraser plays that forward down to the offside of the pitch, the bowler field, and there is no run. 1 to come in over number 25. West Indies 85 for 8. Fraser. I think Alleyne is going to try to eat away the ball now, you know. Bowls to Fraser, who whips this through mid-wicket. Down towards the fielders coming around from wide long on, who field sends the return in. The score is 86 for 8 at the end of the over. So those 3 are world class. And so I believe that those 3 can walk into any team in the world. Then you have Henry, you have Fletcher, you have Campbell, and you have Alleyne. Those 4 cannot walk into any team. They would probably play like for a state team in Australia, but those 4 can't make the Australia team. They can't make Australia, India, or England team. But those 4, I think, can make New Zealand team. Apart from so you have those 3 world class who I think can make any team in the world, and then you have those 4. But the gap between those 3 world class and those 4 is just too wide, and then whosoever else make up the team is just very ordinary. Very, very ordinary. So that's, yes. Forward, plays it down to mid-off. Quiana, oh, you said Quiana Joseph. Yes, she has played 2 good knocks in recent time. One against England and she played one in India too. And yes. Cut, misses through to the keeper. When I prepare for our exam, well, Mr. Brown, said Stephen Roach, I am smiling because I'm ready for it. Big point that, you know. If you know you prepare well, you know when you're going to the match, you back your techniques and you are far more confident than when you're not sure of yourself because you have not put in the training and you're not sure what to do. Good point, that Stephen Roach. Very good point. Round the wicket come Rabida, bowls to the left-handed Fraser, who whips this nicely through the onside, down to the field and the mid-wicket boundary for 1 more. That was a nice shot there by Fraser, you know. Some class, some grace. That's look good. 87 for 8. Can she make her top score tonight? Her top score is 29, I think. You know, so good point there, Stephen Roach. Jamor Somali said, I think the crowd is a better coach than the real coach himself. Well, I'm glad Jamor Somali is a person who's now recognize what I've been saying for the past 8 months. Rabida bowls to the right-handed Alleyne, who plays a good shot off the back foot down to the fielder coming off the boundary for 1 more. The score is 88 for 8. Alleyne is on 8. Fraser is on 2. Yes, wait for the bad balls and cash in and take the singles off the others. I agree. Round the wicket, bowls to Fraser, and Fraser turned this again through the onside. Dive by the field at mid-wicket, stopped it, but the batswomen go through for a single. The score is now 89 for 8. Yes. You have to pick it out of the wrist. I agree with you, Stephen Roach. Clifford's Clifford is saying, why didn't they play the same team? Why change a winning team? I would have gone in at the same playing 11-2, but I think they probably underestimated Bangladesh and rotating. I would have definitely gone in with the same team. But, but who to tell? Zayda James never bowled, maybe got that, forward, and she played it to extra cover, and there is no run. I would have played the same team too. But then for me, though, it's not a big issue, but I would have played the same team. So the two batswomen punch gloves. Nada got 3 for 20. We're not talking about the men tonight, Patsy. Let's support the women. Yes. When the women lift us up, said Patsy, the men let us down. Yeah, we'll talk about the men tomorrow or Thursday when we pick the team. England playing a T20 match tomorrow against India. May do a live watch along on that, and then we can discuss the men game. Yes, tomorrow morning. Could do a live watch along on that. India against England. Good T20 match. Should do a live watch along, don't? But do I have a poll going? Oh. So the poll, what's the score in the poll? That played away down to long on. Going to be very interesting. Very interesting. The poll of Bangladesh only 55%. I think persons probably stopped voted. Why? Because Bangladesh had 55% to win the match. I would think that they are about 90%. Please slash a like on the video, please. Only 50 likes. Please slash some more likes. Let's get the likes up to 100. I know West Indies is losing and it's very frustrating, but let's get the likes up to 100. But it's surprising that 45% of you still think that West Indies can win. What loyal support. I love that. I love that. Great loyalty there. Love that. Bowls to Alleyne, who plays a good shot down to long off for one more. Yes. Yes, yes, Patsy. When the women lift us up, the men let us down. Yes, yes. I think I'll do a watch along tomorrow morning with that England match, even if not the first innings, the second innings. Yeah, I don't think I have to do the first innings. And during that second innings, we can talk a lot about West Indies cricket, don't we? Yes. She pulled this into the onside for one more. The score goes up now to 92 for 8. 1 minute. $92 for 8 after 26.5 overs. Alleyne is on 9. Fraser is on 5. And the rain is coming down again. And the rain is coming down again. It's going to be hard to stay here when the rain comes down. So let me run through your comment. It's going to be very hard because the rain is coming down. And with West Indies in this position, this could be it for the night. Definitely. So Jamor is saying, look like I need to start coaching lot. Jamor Small, I'm going to send you a link where you can start your coaching course, Jamor Small. I'm going to send you a link here. I'm going to send you a link and you can start your coaching course. And when you're doing it, if there's something that, if you need someone to explain something to you, you can always get in touch with me. So I'll send you a link where you can start your coaching course. I'll send you a link to where you can do your umpire course, right? Yeah, I will do that. And so you can be an umpire, Jamor Small, and do some coaching too. They are going to win the next match. That is for sure, though. Yes. Yes, we can still win. We just need them to concentrate now. So let's see there. As the rain ease up, are they putting down the covers? Is it that they're taking back off the covers? It looks like the rain ease up, or it looks like the rain is up. I think James can develop into a class batter. She needs a good coach to help her if she practice in the off season. Yeah, I think there's some quality there, quality there. Just woke up now, 92 for 8. Let's go. Oh. Bangladesh cricket unveil. Okay. It looks like there is it the rain. As the rain, no, the umpire putting back his umbrella over his head. So what I'll do, I'll take my leave from me for now, because clearly the rain is coming down, and the West Indies 92 for 8. Really, it's look like that's it for West Indies. But what I'll do, as I promise you, then the match tomorrow morning between England and India, the T20 match, then I'll do a watch along there, especially for the second innings of the match. I don't think I need to touch the first innings, but the second innings, India versus England. That start 8:30 tomorrow morning, Jamaica time. So the first innings is gonna finish about 10 o'clock. So it's about 10:15 there tomorrow morning. 10:15 there tomorrow morning. Yes, I will do the England-India watch-along second inning. So I'll see you then. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Have a wonderful evening. But West Indies will be back Saturday. We're going to win the match Saturday. No doubt about it. Have a good evening, everyone. Take care.